Thursday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come in feeling good after... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers for him from a week ago. 25 carries, 86 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
2nd and 9 now. Throw left side complete. That's Dixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go. A gain of 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open just a little bit underneath him, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Dixon complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Powers through it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now the ball comes loose, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off the play fake, Edmonds. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
A pass there over the middle to start things out. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 1st and goal now from the 7-yard line. Looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal, pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are...
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. A handoff as they run the counter play. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Let's go. Come on.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Hands it off out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, here's where having and mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. London about set to take over on offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Edmonds. Wide open receiver complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Runs over him, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Edmonds. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Aviators have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
An extra point attempt to follow here. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Robinson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Running right through him. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the 2nd quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows. They're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
He'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Edmonds. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Robinson. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
Now, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
There's Robinson showing the flash. The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the linemen are just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. It's complete to Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 2. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
To throw on second down, Edmonds. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, Edmonds. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Looking to throw on second down, Edmonds. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. London about set to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Edmonds. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Edmonds. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Edmonds. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to 5. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, they'll throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. London about set to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Edmonds. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Now on comes the Bears offense as he'll be called in to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. London about set to take over on offense. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Bears take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return will stop right around the 25. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Throwing on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Wide open receiver complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Edmonds. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Aviators are able to move back in front.
And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go!
Complete to number 14.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Edmonds. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Edmonds. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Edmonds. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side-eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Now a handoff as they run left side. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Edmonds. there, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with fourth down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake. Edmonds. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Right back to him on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. 20 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one too low.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, the victory moves him to 7-1 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.